Hello, I'm Kostis Protopapas, Artistic Director of Tulsa Opera. I was born in Athens, Greece, and I studied piano, and I also studied archaeology and history of art at the University of Athens. And then I came to the United States for graduate study. I studied first at the Boston Conservatory and then at Boston University. I got graduate degrees in piano and conducting. And when I was a conducting student, I got into opera. I conducted my first opera in a workshop in the Czech Republic, and I became Artistic Director of Tulsa Opera in 2008. Tulsa Opera is now in its 63rd season. It started out in 1948 by a group of opera enthusiasts that put on a production of La Traviata, which is the production that we're doing right now. It's a major opera company of national reputation. We present 3 operas at the Tulsa PAC each season, featuring national and internationally known artists and a local professional orchestra and chorus. As you may know, opera is the original multimedia art form. So you have singing, you have a live orchestra, you have sets and costumes, and of course you have a crew that works all that backstage. So our preparation begins at least a year before a production goes up with a selection of the repertoire and the principal artists, which is the most important thing. And then we usually select the production that is available for rental, and we bring it to Tulsa. By production, I mean the sets and the costumes. And a couple of months before the production, we start work with the chorus, with the music work, and about a month before opening, our principal artists arrive, and also we start preparations for the physical elements like the costumes and the sets. We move into the theater about 2 weeks before opening night, and we put up the set. That takes a lot of work. We can have, depending on the size of the production, we can have as many as 30 people in the stage crew, and a large number of people in wardrobe to make alterations and fittings for the costumes. And during that last week before opening night, we have the bulk of our rehearsals on the stage, where we gradually introduce new things until the whole thing comes together with costumes and, of course, the lighting. And at some point, we bring the orchestra and the singers together. And after a couple of dress rehearsals during that last week, we're ready for opening night. This season, we're opening the season with a production of Verdi's La Traviata, which is one of the most popular operas in the repertoire. Our lead soprano for La Traviata is Kelly Caduce, who has had a major international career. She's still very young, but she has had some enormous successes all over the world. She is coming to us from Santa Fe Opera, where she just had great success singing in Puccini's Madama Butterfly. And this is the second time that she will be singing the role of Violetta in Traviata. Her debut in the role was in Malmö in Sweden. So the stars that we bring to Tulsa are really as great as you would see in any opera house.
I've always loved music and singing, and I can actually remember my first solo endeavor when I was 4 years old, and my mother made me stand up in front of church and sing This Little Light of Mine in front of the whole congregation. I think that's where I discovered my first love of singing. And fortunately, I wasn't old enough to know any better that I should be nervous to do that. And my mother just told me it was natural and everyone did it. And I said, okay. And I just went ahead and sang in front of everyone. And I just, continued to foster my joy of singing through church choir and school choir. And eventually, when I wound up in college and I found out you could take singing and earn a credit for it, I thought, wow, I have to do that. And it just kind of built from there, and maybe about 3/4 of the way through my undergraduate degree, the music faculty pulled me aside and said, you should really pursue this as a living. And I thought, wow, you can actually make money singing? I'm on board, I'm gonna do that. And fortunately, so far it's gone my way, and I've been able to earn a living doing it, and I've sung all over the United States, and some in Scandinavia and some in South America, so it's allowed me to be able to travel and see parts of the world that I probably wouldn't normally be able to see. And what brings me to Tulsa Opera, I think I met Jeep Jeffries singing La Boheme for him when he was working with Madison Opera, and Kostis and I were studying together at Boston University. So things wind up coming full circle in that way, and voila, here I am at Tulsa Opera. Violette is one of my favorite roles to sing. I mean, I say that and I've only sung it one other time, but it's also one of my favorite roles to watch as well. I just think the music is incredible. And she's a very interesting character with many facets.
Thank you for joining us for a tour of Tulsa Opera. I'd like to encourage you to go out and share in the great arts offerings that Tulsa has to offer. Tulsa Opera's first production of the 2010-11 season, La Traviata, is playing at the Tulsa PAC on October 9th, 15th, and 17th. To find out more and to purchase tickets, please find us at tulsaopera.com. You can, of course, follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/tulsaopera. And you can also call us and order tickets by phone.